So, my dear best students, now we're gonna talk about Easter eggs in this game. We love it. Yes, we do love it, right? It's so fun. You might know that different shells have different velocities, and there are no rules really to it besides the fact that APCRs tend to be faster than the heat, and the APs are like in between. And now bear with me, it might sound crazy and this all might be a coincidence, but hear me out. At some point, while releasing new tanks, Wargaming decided to put Easter eggs in the game in the form of weird and oddly specific values of shell velocities, which represent some Hey! Come back here, boy. Where the hell you think you're going? Also, Mr. Will, that's not very nice to show to your lecturer. They represent random, historically important events related to the country the tank is from. And I went through tanks on tier 10 and mostly 8, as the lower ones usually have too little of a value anyways. Let's look at the most expressive example and the one that was the easiest for me to find about, because the number rang a bell on the first glance at it and made me look further into this. And the other examples I will show might be a coincidence in fact, but this one cannot be a coincidence. I refuse to believe it, and you might call me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a okay. No, but listen. The Polish tanks and CS63, which has 3 different values, 3 representing 3 different historically important events for Poland, especially APCR. 1410. Every Pole knows what this date means. The win against Germany that keeps being brought up every time we face them in anything competitive related. Maybe the proudest moment in Poland's history ever. HE 1025. The coronation of Bolesław the Brave, and it laid the foundation of Poland's future as a unified and sovereign state. CS59 tier 9 has it as well. And then there's APs, again weird number, 1241. The Mongols invaded Poland, causing widespread destruction, and it was quite a traumatic event in Polish history. Liz has a very specific number, 1569, and it stands for the signing of the Union of Lublin. That's when it happened. A very significant event in fact. Or 50TP prototype on AP and HE, 1007, and that's the establishment of the Diocese of Gniezno, which played a crucial role in the Christianization of Poland. Now, if you look at the mouse which is in the game forever, the values seem to be pretty normal, round numbers, right? Or E100, same values even. But if you take a look at the newest, tier 8 though, from Germany, tier 8 KPZ, it has a weirdly specific 962 number on APs. In that year, Otto the Great was crowned Holy Roman Emperor by Pope John, and this event marked the official establishment of the Holy Roman Empire. And I even found a sequel to this LMAO for M48 Rampanzer, which has 972 shell velocity on APs, 10 years difference, right? And the event in that year marked the continuation of the Holy Roman Empire, which has been established with the coronation of Otto I in 962. This tank's other value on APCRs, 1177, the Peace of Venice, a critical diplomatic event. Leopard 1 and APCRs 1613. In 1613, Matthias of the House of Habsburg was elected as Holy Roman Emperor. For the America, the history begins with Christopher Columbus's voyages in 1492, and actually not one but 2 American tanks have the exact value of shell velocity, and no other tanking game has that amount. But that's it. There's no American tank that has higher values, and history of America doesn't go below 1492, right? Great Britain though, I mean, they've been there for a while. And the newest tank in tier 10 is the Shiri Concept 5. APCRs have a value of 1420, representing the Treaty of Troyes, which was a significant event in the context of the 100 Years' War. Centurion Action 10 has some funny numbers. Charioteer has the same, 1173. The Revolt, which happened then, was a crucial event in the history of England. Tier 8 Chief on 1143 on APs. Whatever happened then had the long-lasting implications of the English monarchy. Tier 8 Gisor. AP/HE, same value. 1066. One of the most significant and pivotal historic events in the history of what is known as Great Britain. The Norman conquest of England. And the tier 10 chieftain we love, or not anymore, but we used to, 1067 on HE, basically a sequel and aftermath of the Norman conquest of England, which were pivotal events in British history. France has a lot of examples as well, and also connected to the Great Britain, such as Norman conquest I mentioned, and the aftermath of it. In fact, many British and French tanks have got 1067 on HE, APCRs and APs, it depends. Other hidden significant events I found in France are Charles Fichu, 1461. In August that year, Louis XI ascended to the French throne as the King of France. This was soon after the end of the 100 Years' War, which was a really important event. AMX CTA 1525, the Battle of Pavia, a pivotal moment in the ongoing conflict between the Kingdom of France and the Holy Roman Empire. For the other countries, I'll just go quickly through some events I googled that did happen in those years, as I don't want to make this video too long, and also I don't know much about those countries' history. Time for rapid fire. Italy, 1303 on Minotauro, conflict between Pope Boniface and King Philip of France. 1452 Rinoceronte, the birth of Leonardo da Vinci. Bizante 1155, Treaty of Constance. China, M41 1433, the conclusion of the voyages led by the Admiral Zheng He. WZ 114, 1271, the establishment of the Huan dynasty's official rule. 122 TM, 1368, the establishment of the Ming dynasty. And Japan, STB-1, 1185, one of the most pivotal events in Japanese history actually, the culmination of the Genpei War. If you find any other interesting shell velocity numbers, feel free to share them in the comment section, and see ya.